by Sundarananda Vinod, as is handwriting. Then also the most important find is what we think is probably the first Vaishnav songbook in our line. And this is a handwritten songbook, about 50 or 60 pages, written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Also a first print of his commentary on the Bhagavad Gita, and also a first print of his compilation of commentaries on the Padma Purana. That work is in Sanskrit. We also, just about 2 months ago, discovered a folder with about 60 or 70 pages of handwritten letters and also some draft articles that were written by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Here you see some letters that were written to Sundarananda Vinod. That top on the letterhead there says the Gaudiya Printing Works, and the address is number 1 Altadingi Junction Road, which was where the preaching of the Gaudiya map began in Calcutta. So this is some very important documents. You can see there Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati's signature at the bottom. That's a closer look at it. And what it says is, Nitya Ashirvadaya Siddhanta Saraswati, Nitya Ashirvadaya, which means literally your ever well-wisher, or your eternal benefactor. And that's where Srila Prabhupada got that phrase, your ever well-wisher, from. This is a listing of office holders of the Thakur Bhaktivinoda Research Institute, which is just down the road there, next to the Yog Pit. So this is a list of all the different offices from the 1930s. We also found a first print of the official biography of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati called Saraswati Jayashri. We also found the second volume, which was never ever published. So this is about 135 pages. It's in Bengali. It's virtually an autobiography of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, describing his experiences growing up as the son of Bhaktivinoda Thakur up to the age of 18 years. So these two very important biographical works will be translated this year and published by the end of the year. This is extremely important. This is the last wishes of His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, 31st of December 1936 at 10:30 a.m. In other words, this is the last will of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. It was witnessed by 4 devotees, and the second item there says, advice to form a governing body of 10 to 12 persons for the management of the mission's work, but Kunja Babu will manage as long as he lives. This is the instruction to form a GBC, which Srila Prabhupada said was ignored or disobeyed, and therefore the Gaudiya mission collapsed into fragments. These are some important astronomical works which will help us with our development at the Temple of the Vedic Planetarium. This is the most of the third year, from 1904, the Jyotir Vid. This was published, written and published by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. This also is an original Gaudiya Panjika, what we call the Vaishnava calendar. We think that Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati was the first person to publish every year such an almanac, which gives all the auspicious times, festival days, fasting days, etc. This is the first book that Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati wrote that was not astrological or astronomical. This is from 1899. It's a commentary on the social life of the people of Bengal. This is a survey map of India, survey of India map, Government of India, of Nadia from 1918. which was the year that Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati took sannyas at the Chaitanya Mat just up the road there. And it shows, here is Navadweep in the bottom left in red. I'm sorry the colours are a little faded here, but that's the Ganges River on the left. That's the Jalangi River on the right. And in the middle there we have Mayapur. And the spelling there is Mayapur, M-I-A-P-U-R. Prabhupada mentions that that was the original spelling. And you can see that there was nothing there in 1918. Now, of course, we're building a city. So that's the core collection of Sundarananda. We also have a collection from our esteemed head librarian, Achyuta Prabhu. He has collected about 11,000 books over the last 20 years. Many things: Vedic sciences, mathematics, Jagannath Puri, Kirtan, 420 commentaries on the Vedanta Sutra, 200 versions of the Bhagavad Gita. He also has many very rare items. This is the Sri Krishna Chaitanya Volume 1 by Nishikant Sanyal with a foreword from Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. When the devotees from the Gaudiya Mat went to England to preach in 1933, they were not allowed to leave until this book was completed, and they took it with them to help with their preaching. This is the first known biography of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. It was published by the Thakur Bhaktivinoda Memorial Committee in 1916. This is Vaishnav literature